And I'm told it's sexism that prevented Elizabeth Warren from ascending to her rightful place in the Oval Office. What do you say?
Yes, well, I'm still recovering that I'm not going to see the first woman president. I and all the hosts on MSNBC were in a deep stage of mourning yesterday. I'm still sniffling over it, Larry.
Here's what I don't understand. First of all, the only voters who have had any say so far are Democrats, number one. Number two, women outnumber men in the Democratic Party. Let's face it, it's kind of a female kind of party. And there were two dominant male candidates and one dominant female candidate. So if Elizabeth Warren was betrayed by anyone, it was Democrat women.
Yeah, I think half the ones weeping right now or acting like they're appalled and the victims of a sexist society did not vote for Elizabeth Warren. You're absolutely right. I believe it's more than 60% of Democratic primary voters, I looked this up a few weeks ago, are women. And on Super Tuesday, it was, as you say, 2 men and 1 woman. Yeah. So it wouldn't be that hard. I mean, run a serious woman. I also saw them. I mean, my colleagues in grief on MSNBC. The big theme yesterday was that she was asked all kinds of questions that a man, and people say things that they would never say about a man. The main one that they always go through is she doesn't seem likable. And I agree, and I'd like to give a little talk on this at the Arlen Specter Presidential Library and Museum. Yeah, men have never been accused of being unlikable.
Oh, God. Oh, and by the way, here we have slipped into the trap, too. But over in the corner, Tulsi Gabbard is standing there saying, here I am with my ovaries. What do I have to do?
Well, that's a perfectly good point. Perhaps not Tulsi, but the only choices we've been given, and to be honest with you, I really couldn't care less about having a female president. I've been checking with some of my sort of apolitical female friends who one characteristic about them that may distinguish them from many of the weepers is that they all support themselves. They all have jobs. They're doing just fine. And they all looked at me. I mean, it would be like I was asking, do you want a left-hander as president?
Yeah, I know. Oh, and my reference to Tulsi is not that she's anyone I would vote for, but she's actually still in the race right now, and a woman. But it's like
that's not the only alternatives they give us. Sorry, that's what I was starting to say. Are these left-wing lunatics? I mean, Senator Warren, you think it had anything to do with your pledge on camera to have an 8-year-old transgender approve of your Secretary of Education? How about what did she want? Reparations for gays, I think.
I think so.
That was her, right?
Yeah.
No, I promise you, if I ran for president, they wouldn't be so hip on having the first female president.
I gotta ask you. I love following you on Twitter. It's one of the best ongoing informative Twitter feeds, but also hilarious Twitter feeds. But I'm struck by how much you watch MSNBC. I mean, this really is a big part of your life, isn't it?
Well, to be honest with you, I exaggerate. It's on as my friends will tell you, every room in my house, virtually all of them, not the living room or dining room, have TVs always on, always set on MSNBC. So as I go about my day, mostly, in the kitchen, go make coffee, fix myself a little snack. All I have to do is hit the mute button. And so, over the course of a day, it probably adds up to 45 minutes. That's really all you need.
And you sort of got a capsulation about. Well, then I got to ask you your reaction to Chris Matthews. You were on his show back in the day, right? When it was a little
until Trump was elected and all Trump supporters were banned from cable news.
Right, exactly. What do you think he got? Sort of the short end of some kind of stick over there with Phil Griffin, that bastion of morals and ethics, Phil Griffin.
Well, 2 things. One is this has nothing to do with Me Too. Do not conflate Harvey Weinstein with the usual nonsense complaints that often arise in situations like this. I did not see one accusation that that 20 years ago the entire country wouldn't have laughed out loud about. It was all just, flattering women, complimenting women, joking with women. Okay, you can say, oh, that's not allowed anymore. But nothing. I mean, the same thing, the story I tweeted today, I don't know if you saw it. This college kid has so many hilarious aspects. I won't get into all of them. But these two college kids, foreign students at Williams, he kisses her. She wants a relationship. He doesn't. The text seemed perfectly, nothing embarrassing. They kissed. And he says, oh, I'm going to be really busy the rest of the semester. And she says, it was amazing. It changed my life. It's the happiest I've been in college. So, okay, we get the picture. She's interested. He's not. He's been expelled. And thrown out, and they're at least on equal footing in as much as they are both foreign students.
So
it has nothing to do with the facts in these cases. It's just who's complaining about whom and has more victim points. If she had been a white American girl and he was the foreign student, she would be the one being expelled right now.
Oh man, I'm terrified for my 15-year-old son when he goes to college. Maybe I'll send him overseas. Ann, we got to leave it there. It's always good to talk to you. Go watch some more MSNBC, please.
Talk to you next week.
Bye. Thanks. That's Ann Coulter.